Alright, so I said I would talk a little bit about mental health. So yeah, big disclaimer at the start. Yeah, this is gonna be some difficult stuff. It could be some triggers in this, so there's a trigger warning here too. Yeah, just be aware that what you're going through is happening to a lot of people. You're not alone. I've been through a lot of stuff. I know a lot of other people who've been through stuff. I've lost friends through mental health as well. But what I will say is that maintenance is better than cure. Maintaining a healthy mind is so much more important than getting a fix when you're unwell. And you can't really cure a lot of this stuff. You can manage it and you can live a decent life, but there's not like a panacea that's just going to fix it all like that. It's not like you can just take one medication and then you'll be fine. So my diagnoses, I've got bipolar type 1. So basically that's bipolar disorder. So that is characterized by depressive periods and manic periods. And sort of in the middle, you've got something called euthymia. So to get behind all the jargon, basically euthymia is just like reasonably normal moods, like normal mood variations. Obviously when you move into mania, it starts to get very elevated, more activated. You can get mixed states in that as well, which is basically like an anxious sort of energized state. You might be happy 1 minute, but you might be very frightened the next minute. And then when it gets really, really severe, you can actually experience psychosis, which is something that other people with other mental health conditions experience. That could be a psychotic disorder. It could be even a depressive psychosis, drug-induced, alcohol-induced psychosis, schizophrenia. But psychosis can be anything ranging from very strange beliefs. So you might think that you have special powers or that people are out to get you, even all the way up to visual and auditory hallucinations, which I'm sure you can understand that they're quite distressing. As far as the depression, this is very low mood, low energy, sleeping a lot, struggling to focus, even suicidal thoughts can occur. Not great. But that's just what I've got. I've also suffered with post-traumatic stress disorder from some trauma that I've experienced in my life, which can cause flashbacks, which is not like it is in the films. A flashback is effectively like, it could be emotion memory, it could be sense memory, being somewhere and feeling like you're back somewhere you were before, feeling very intense emotions attached to that experience. I also get like severe nightmares, like night terrors, which can be quite painful. But as far as managing this stuff, like with the bipolar, obviously I do take medication. I'm not going to go into what those medications are. I mean, they are antipsychotics and mood stabilizers, but I'm not going to go into specifics because I'm not medically trained. So I'm not going to offer any advice when it comes to medications. But, mine is managed, but also lifestyle is very important. So exercising, eating well, getting sufficient sleep each night, just taking those preventative steps to make sure that I am okay. Even informing your work, having occupational health support, having extra time, if you're studying, maybe having extra time for exams, maybe having extra breaks during the day is really important. With the PTSD, like I actually use a weighted blanket when I'm asleep. It's quite a heavy blanket, which is full of like little glass beads, which kind of puts pressure on me, which evidence to show that it can alleviate some of those symptoms, those trauma symptoms, whether that be nightmares or waking up in the night. It can really help. But that's just a brief overview of sort of my experience. I would be really grateful if you guys could put some stuff down in the comments about stuff you've experienced, or anything I've said might have impacted you in a positive way or brought back negative memories even. But yeah, I just think you got to be try and be positive about this stuff, but also be realistic. We are all going to struggle. They do say that 25% of people experience mental health problems in their life. That stat can be even higher. We don't have all the information on that, but we are all vulnerable to experiencing negative emotions, whether that be with mental health or just with grief or with whatever you're going through in life, whether that be stress. Even something like moving house can cause episodes for some people. It can be a very stressful time. So yeah, any feedback, if you thought this video was helpful, if you thought I overshared, or if you thought that this was good content, I'm happy to share more. Obviously I know on this channel mainly I'm putting out comedy stuff, but just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about me, about my life. If you want to hear more, I've got plenty of stories about stuff I've experienced, whether that be hospital stays, whether that be illness I've experienced, or what it was like for me with bipolar before diagnosis. So yeah, hit down in the comments, do like and subscribe. If you want something a bit more cheerful, you can check out my other content, the comedy stuff that's on there as well. You can give me a follow on Instagram. I've got links in my bio to my novel and to my food blog as well. So there's loads of stuff out there that you can get into, and obviously if you subscribe, that'd be amazing. So yeah, thanks guys, take care, look after yourselves.